Welcome to online revision lectures of Keadoshi Group of Colleges. So students, let us continue our video lecture. As you know, the topic was corporate level strategy, and as we have studied last time, it was about the we can say types of corporate level strategies, right? So the types, let us revise once again. That was concentration, then integration, diversification, stability, growth, retrenchment, restructuring. In the last video, we have seen concentration and integration, and in this video we are continuing with the diversification. So as the name suggests, diversification, you are diversifying something, you are doing something different, right? When it comes to business, you are doing something different. Diversification, a special form of crafting a business strategy for gaining competitive advantage. As the competitors are more, you are always trying to be innovative, unique when it comes to your product, when it comes to your company, when it comes to your performance of your company, right? So for the gaining of, we can say, for the gaining competitive advantage, right, you are crafting a business strategy. Now, what is diversification? Diversification is a corporate strategy that is used to bring new products into existing market or enter into a new market or industry where the business does not currently operate. While there are new emerging products in the new market, you are entering into completely different market, right? Company expands its wings of businesses in diverse industry advantage areas, right? Where the company believe, right, where the company can believe that this is the area through which I can gain competitive advantage, right? Towards those areas, company or say business will try to diversify its business. There are mainly three types of diversification, that is horizontal diversification, conglomerate, and concentrate. Now, according to some experts, conglomerate and concentric, these two are the subtypes of horizontal diversification, but according to your knowledge and convenience, you can write it as I have write it here, right? Okay. Uh, the very first is horizontal diversification. It involves additional investments in the similar line of production activities. Now, what is horizontal diversification? Horizontal diversification includes providing new and unrelated products or services to an existing consumer. It also means adding products or services to the product or service line already existing, right? It also means, I'm repeating, it also means adding products or services to the product or service line, the whole service line already existing. After adding, the existing marketing, technical and financial expertise is also applied to the new products. For example, I have given two different example, like doubling the production capacity in the same line of production, right? Products. So it can be the example of, we can say, horizontal diversification. Or when a notebook manufacturer starts to manufacture pencils, when they enter pencil manufacturing, then this is a horizontal diversification strategy, right? What we have seen, after adding, the existing marketing, technical and financial expertise is also applied to the new products, right? Adding products or services to the product or service line already exists is called horizontal diversification. Now the question is, why horizontal diversification, right? Which are the reasons for adopting such strategy? Diversification eases risk when there is an industry downturn, right? When there are the chances of, we can say, downturn, decline, at the time of decline, right? Horizontal diversification helps to reduce the, we can say, risk of the business. Diversification allows more variety and options of producers. When it is done correctly, diversification will provide a wonderful boost and brand image and the profit of the company. right? Diversification also allows a company to make use of excess cash flow. So these are the, we can say, main advantages, or say the reasons, actually reasons of we can say adopting such strategy, horizontal diversification. Now come to the second type, that is concentric diversification. Add new products to the existing products in similar market that will serve similar customers through the same distribution system. This is called the market related to concentric diversification. Let us see an example. When a company that sells good products expand to start selling kitchenware, it will supply to the same customers in the same market, right? As we have seen in the definition, new products to the existing products. New products to the existing products in the similar market that will serve similar customers. See, the customers will be similar through the same distribution system. We are not acquiring, or say we are not going towards the new distribution system, no, right? With the similar customer through the same distribution system, that is concentric diversification. Now, why such diversification? Why concentric diversification? So there are some reasons. So let us see. When there is a decline in sales of one product, it can balance. It can balance by rising sales in the other product, right? There will be a reduction in cyclical fluctuations. This diversification, it means concentric diversification, increases the cash flows and profits, right? This diversification sees an increase in managerial expertise and efficiency, and the companies try to expand and enter new areas of business. And lastly, this concentric diversification makes use of surpluses into the new market, where there are profits that cannot be invested into the same businesses. It can be invested in product that can provide better returns, right? So it was about the concentric diversification. And third and last one, conglomerate diversification. Conglomerate diversification, which what is that? Yeah, conglomerate diversification is the diversification into new products, technologies, markets, or new market functions that do not relate to the existing business. See, the main word is do not relate to the existing businesses, right? Let us once again look at this. See, at the when it comes to concentric diversification, we have seen that new products to the existing products in the similar market that will serve similar customers, where in this conglomerate diversification is the diversification into new products, technologies, markets, or new market functions that do not relate to the existing business, right? For example, Tata Industries have shadowed conglomerate diversification by diversifying itself into many unrelated areas like iron, automobiles, telecommunication, right? Then consumable and steel. See, these are the business, or these are the units which are completely different from one another, right? So are you guys getting this? Which are, we can say, which do not relate to the existing products or say businesses. So this type of diversification is called conglomerate diversification. Now, reasons why companies we can say adopt such conglomerate diversification strategies. Conglomerate diversification means to enter into the, we can say, in a way, international market. So here are the chances to enter into an international market where the scopes are, we can say, unlimited, right? Okay, and you are moving towards the international market from the domestic one. So this diversification increases the managerial expertise. This diversification also helps to optimize the use of existing resources. Yeah, this is something which helps us to optimize the maximum use of the existing resources, right? So it was about the, we can say, diversification. As we have seen, there are mainly three types of diversification, that is horizontal, concentric, and conglomerate. So this was about this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, right? Thank you.